morning. It's a happy Monday, isn't it, Maddie? Hey? But I can't see you on the screen here, girl. Come on over. Come on over. So, I hope you all had a magnificent weekend. Did we have a good weekend, Maddie?
Yay.
What happened this weekend?
I don't know. You tell me.
You tell me, what was yesterday?
Why?
Yesterday was Madison's birthday.
Yay.
So we celebrated, didn't we? We celebrated all weekend long. And how old did you turn, Madison?
22.
22. And how old do you feel?
Not 22.
She's all growing up now. I can't believe it. Time just flies by. Hey, Betty, how are you doing? So we just wanted to jump on, and Madison actually wanted to thank everybody for all the birthday wishes. You got so many, didn't you? Like, there was just like...
Your commenting thing even came off.
Yeah, because I was commenting and helping her out because she was a little bit overwhelmed. And I got shut down last night.
That's probably a good thing.
They thought I was spamming because I was writing too much. So, anyway, so she loves and appreciates all of the messages and wishes that you got, didn't you?
Yeah.
So we just thought we'd jump on here and encourage people because you know what? Once a year we have a birthday. And I wrote myself some notes here because celebrating your birthdays are pretty special. I know myself, being a cancer survivor and God touching my life, I always say I dress up every day because every day is a gift and you have to be here to celebrate. Hey, Betty. Hey, Lori. How you doing? So I know my theme in life is, celebrate every day because it's a gift that God's given you. And that's why I dress up. And I always find that if I look my best, I feel my best. And then the byproduct is that I do my best. So Madison celebrated her birthday. Yay. And I thought just jumping on to celebrate life and birthdays and encourage people, that life really is a celebration. Yeah. And we need to be making the most of every day, don't we?
Yeah.
Right? And I thought of the scripture verse, Psalms 139:14. We are fearfully and wonderfully made, and God designs us each with a purpose and a special intention. Yay. Right? So I'm not like Madison. She's not like me, but we can surely work together, can't we? Woo, woo, woo. Hi, Rachel. How are you doing?
I'm glad I'm not like you,
Rachel is tagging Melissa Diaz. Woo, woo, woo. Good job, Rachel. So, no, because God made us all limited edition and special and unique, right?
Yeah.
And we need to encourage each other to celebrate themselves and others because none of us are the same, especially on our birthdays, right?
Yeah.
But also every day, right? So that's why my whole timeline was a shout out to Madison yesterday because I celebrated her. I'm so excited to see what God is doing in her life, where he's, brought you from. Right? You haven't stayed stuck. No. Right? You're doing amazing things. You're being shy today. I don't think you like all this attention on you.
I don't.
She's not used to all this attention from her birthday and everything.
I told her yesterday, I'm not one for attention.
She's not one for attention. And she had
even if it's deserved, I don't.
Hundreds of messages, like didn't you? Wishing you happy birthday.
Hello, Lorna.
But I wanted to also touch on your adoption. Because you were adopted, weren't you?
Yeah.
And that's okay because there's lots of people out there adopted, right? How old were you when you were adopted?
I don't know, 2.5?
2.5 months old when God brought Madison into my life. So we celebrate. How many birthdays do we celebrate with you?
I don't know.
Yes, you do know.
22?
Yes. So what do we call your second birthday? Your second birthday. Your gotcha day. It's like your adoption day. And what day is that?
March 31st.
March 31st. We were telling a story about, maybe we'll wait and tell that on March 31st again this week. But there was something that happened on March 31st.
Oh, yeah, that.
Fun and significant, right? But God is in the details. So before you were even born, God knew that I was going to be your mom, right? How cool is that? So at 2.5 months old, after
I was only little, so I had no idea.
We love you, Maddie. Oh, hi, Lorna.
Hi,
Sister Lorna. Good to see you. So for 10 years, I prayed for a baby because I wasn't able to have children. And, you know, when I just felt like giving up, right, we went on an adoption list for babies here in Canada, but they're very good at telling you that it's probably not going to happen. But I was kind of very adamant that, well, I wanted to adopt a baby first, and then if something else happened out, that would be great, but I wanted to have a baby first. You know, when you haven't had kids, I thought I like to start with a baby and not like a 14-year-old. So God brought Madison, and that, maybe we'll save that story for your adoption day, but I wanted to celebrate because it is a beautiful thing being adopted, just like we're adopted into the family of God, Ephesians 1:5 talks about. And I wanted to share just how special Madison is. So that's how come I went crazy on my Facebook yesterday.
Even I thought it was a little too much crazy.
Because you don't like a lot of attention.
No,
I
never did.
I wanted to celebrate you because you know what? I'm so proud of who you are today.
But that's also just me too.
I know, but I can celebrate you as your mom.
You can, but I mean,
it's different.
I've always been one that doesn't like all the attention either.
Right, but it makes you smile, doesn't it? Like I was reading her all the messages yesterday, and she was smiling. Hi, thank you, Carmen. Happy birthday to Madison. And she got your lovely gift, so thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Maddie, you can talk. She's being all shy today, guys. She's being all shy. Maybe we're going to have to start taking questions.
No.
Madison's going to have to answer them, right? But we just wanted to basically jump on here and celebrate birthdays. You know, celebrate who we are in Christ and that we're fearfully and wonderfully made. And every birthday is a gift. Every birthday is a gift, and it's a milestone to say, wow, I've made it another year. Look what God has done for me. Look what he's going to do for me, you know, and just claim those promises and encourage ourselves that every day is a gift and every day is a celebration. Right, Maddie?
Yeah.
Let me just see what else and of course, Jeremiah 29:11.
She tells me that all the time.
We've quoted that for how many years, haven't we?
Enough.
Yeah, and I know when you read the post yesterday, when I read that in there, you're probably like rolling your eyes going, I know, Mom, God's got good plans for me.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but that's awesome. That's good. So walking in our purpose and trusting God, I wanted to touch on. So no matter what life looks like, God has a plan, and he's working behind the scenes, right?
Yay.
So God had a plan for you, right?
Yeah.
So your birth mother that gave birth to you, she knew she wasn't going to keep you, right? And she gave you up for adoption in the hospital when you were just a bambino, baby, right? So then you went from the hospital to a foster family.
Yay.
Right? And you were with other foster children.
I don't remember half of it. So.
And that's okay, because you're just so tiny, right?
Like,
hi, Liz. Welcome. South Africa is in the house. Welcome, Liz. Oh, we love you. So, you were in a foster family with other foster children, and it was through a family at our church, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and through a series of events that happened, God blessed us with Madison, the social worker, knocking on the door and saying, hey, we have a baby that's come up. It's baby Madison. Would you be interested? Which we had already met her at church, and the pastor had prayed over her, which is another...
See, I don't even remember that either.
It was a very phenomenal miracle. Maybe I should talk about this later on my Miracle Monday. But because in Canada here, you sign up to go on an adoption list, but they always adopt out of county. So, like, we're about 3.5 hours from Toronto. A lot of the babies that are born here are adopted, like, away from here, like 3 or 4 hours, so that there's no issues with, you know, the birth family, etc. But Madison's birth mother knew she was going to give Madison up, and she actually went back to the East Coast, that's a few provinces away, and left Madison here in the hospital with her birth family. But to get ready to introduce her to her adopted mama, which was me, right? Yeah. So I have had you in my life since you were 2.5 months old, since you were just a lovely baby. She came at about 15 pounds, I think. So I was just like from nothing to 15 pounds. I thought, you know, I was a little bit out of shape because I couldn't quite handle carrying you around and doing all the housework. And you never took a break. You never took a nap. You never took a break. I was like, right? So God prepared you in my heart years before, right? And I think I told this story on a live a few months back, how I had prayed for a baby. And of course I wanted a girl because of course I like to dress up. And Madison, you got to get on your face on the screen. You're not looking at anybody today. Like, come on, let's be engaged.
I am. I'm just.
So I prayed for a girl because I wanted a cute little girl to be able to dress up. And God had given me this snapshot of a picture of Madison, and when she was 2 years old and looked around past the couch, that was exactly the snapshot that he had given me years before when I was praying for her. So that was pretty special, and that was something that I really had in my heart. It was like, wow, God is in the details. And you know what? He does have great plans for all of us, doesn't he, Madison?
Yeah.
Is there anything you'd like to share?
No.
Oh, are you kidding me? You're not going to share anything? Is there anything you'd like to share about having a birthday and celebrating?
Nope.
Wow. Madison is speechless.
Well,
Are you just overwhelmed with all the love,
Yes.
the love and support? So Madison is actually overwhelmed that so many people have sent her wishes. So many people have sent her, you know, love. And you know what, Madison, it takes a lot for her to kind of process this. So
Yeah.
if she's not liked or commented, know that she is blessed and she has smiled.
I mean, I have read them. It's just a lot to process.
She has read them. It's just a lot to process, right? So you're just processing and going through them and feeling really blessed and really loved and supported, aren't you?
Yeah.
And she's getting ready to go to work soon, aren't you? Here in Canada. So on Monday morning, she doesn't usually go into work till 12:30. She works the afternoons. For anybody that you know are new watching us, Madison works at Goodwill. She's got a full-time job at Goodwill.
Yay.
And God has blessed her with so many miraculous things in your life the last, couple of years, hasn't he?
Yeah.
And he keeps blowing our mind, doesn't he?
Yep.
Yep. She's just saying yep today, folks. So Madison, why don't you look at everybody and just say thank you. Have a great day at work, Melissa Diaz. It's hey, Melissa Diaz. And Angel is in the house. We love you, girl. Lorna, you look beautiful, Maddie. Oh, she's being all shy here, folks. I just don't know what to do with her.
That's okay.
Yeah. What's something you're excited about doing this year, Madison? Madison just turned 22. So, I mean, she is growing up here. Like
I don't feel 22.
I know, but you know what? You grow into it,
And
right?
some days I feel like I know a lot more than most. Some things, not
That's
all of them.
okay. That's okay.
So if you
When-
hear me say I feel like I'm wiser than 22, that's why.
You kind of are like your mom that way. You're like an old soul, right? Yeah,
I guess so.
you are.
I'm not old though.
No, but you act like an old soul. You love large. No, I mean like you love large and you care about people. And that's hard to find nowadays. So what did we do on the weekend?
I don't. What?
You don't know what you did on the weekend?
What part of the weekend?
Well, what part? What did we do on Saturday?
Oh, that.
You're definitely wise, Melissa Diaz says. Love you, girls. We love you too, Angel.
We just had fun.
We just had fun. So Madison's respite family that I jumped on Friday night and was talking about, they had a little party for you, didn't they? And what did they make? What did your respite mom make for you?
Hey, we made it.
Oh, she was in on it. Okay, so tell them what you made. Homemade. Come on. Look at them and tell them.
I don't know, pasta?
It was pasta, homemade pasta. And you made what kind of a cheesecake?
Peanut butter cheesecake?
Peanut butter cheesecake they had. Woohoo!
Yay.
And they invited your Aunt Joanne that you went to a conference with, didn't they?
Yeah.
And her family. So we got to hang out and have supper together, eat cake together. And what else did you do with the boys? Hey, Paula!
Wait, what is it a little, like the swim spa thingy?
Yeah, so they have a swim spa. So
Never put your hair underwater because your hair will be frozen.
So it was actually really cold out there, wasn't it? So after supper, they went out to the swim spa, but
We all did it.
it started snowing really bad. It was like Christmas morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the two young boys, Madison's cousins and her, they went out to the swim spa. And I'm so enjoying this. Love from South Africa. Thank you for joining us,
I
Liz.
mean,
You're
Jesse
so
was
sweet.
the first one to put his head
So
under.
Jesse put his head under.
And then he dared me to.
And then, yeah.
And then I dared Liam to.
So you guys all went under for the plunge, didn't you? In the freezing
It
cold.
wasn't necessarily a polar bear plunge. It was the after thing that was like the polar bear plunge.
Frozen chosen, Angel said.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was, wasn't it? So it was actually really cold. That's probably why only the three young kids and none of us were even tempted to go out because it was really snowing well, like wasn't it?
It was snowing
Like,
well, but it
when my
wasn't
sister's family went home, it took them a long time to get home because the roads were not plowed and it was nasty out and there was ice on the ground underneath the snow, so it was not great for driving. But when you all come to the door to get your towels, your hair had started to freeze, hadn't it, Madison?
It was already frozen inside the thing, so.
Right. So that was a little bit of a fun
But
thing,
then going into the cold was like,
You're not looking at
that
me.
was cold.
Look in the camera here. Sorry, guys. She's just in her own zone today. You know,
That's okay.
You all have. Mama told me there'd be days like this. Oh, I sing and she comes alive. I don't think you can pay me to do that. I know, because all you people from the South, you are just not used to cold, are
We're Canadians. We're used to it.
So when Jesse came in, the top of his hair had already frozen, didn't it? He had like a little...
Like, right here would have been
snow-
frozen.
Tough as snow on the top, right? And then, so then we had cake after that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And presents.
Okay.
And where did you go yesterday that was on your hit list that you love to go? Your most favorite place to go for a treat? Dairy Queen.
That one.
She went to Dairy Queen. Hair had ice.
Yes, we are crazy.
So we went to Dairy Queen yesterday and she got lots of beautiful gifts and lots of well wishes. So we basically just wanted to jump on in here and say thank you to everybody. Thank you for everyone that took the time to celebrate with Madison. And we just wanted to, y'all to remember that we are all fearfully and wonderfully made. And God has, put a unique gift in each one of us, right? And yeah, and when we celebrate a birthday, that is a pretty special occasion. We've made it through another year. And you know what? We have testimony of all the goodness and wonderful things that God has done for us. I'll only come in the spring and the summer to Canada. That's actually probably a pretty good...
Summer is probably better because then you don't get the cold air in the middle of the spring.
Snow too. Yeah.
Good too.
Yeah. So I think that's probably a really wise idea, Angel. Anyway, we are all fearfully and wonderfully made, and God has a great plan for all of us, right? And I look at Madison's life at 22, and like I was talking on my live on Friday night, I would have never dreamed that God... would have done all the things he's done in her life already. It's just mind-blowing. And God is still in the business of miracles, right?
Yeah.
Because we've actually seen that in Madison's life. And her life has just been such a miraculous pivot from where she was that it's so exciting, isn't it, Madison?
Yep.
Except she's so distracted today with all the messages. Hi, Margie. Margie is actually my birthday twin. So we all have a birthday twin, I'm sure there's tons of people out there that, sometimes we get to know who our birthday twin is and sometimes we never do. But Margie is my birthday twin. And who did we find out was your birthday twin yesterday, Madison?
You tell them.
No, you tell them.
No.
Come on. You tell them. Okay, what is your favorite? Okay, so we have this place in Sarnia called Global Donuts, right? And this is Global Donuts. We got a coffee from there. Madison's most favorite thing to do on her day off. But the owner of Global Donuts, his name is Gus. And Gus is a super fantastic guy. He makes the best everything in town, doesn't he? He has the best coffee anyway. And Madison found out yesterday that her birthday is the same day as Gus's birthday. So that is her birthday twin.
I have a lady at work who actually has the same birthday.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I just saw Gus come up on my timeline because he's also my friend.
And I have a friend that has it too.
Isn't that fun?
I guess so.
Yeah, it's fun. So that was kind of fun to know that Madison has a birthday twin, and it's the place that she loves to frequent on her day off to spend her hard-earned money and get herself a treat. She's going to tell me to wrap it up now, and she's not even looked at you guys. Can you believe it? Maddie, did you have a great birthday? Margie is asking.
Yes.
Yes. What was your favorite part about your birthday?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, well, there you have it. Gus's happy birthday too. Oh, hi, Liz. Thanks for joining us. We love you all. I think she just literally stood me up here, folks, and she's cashing out now. She was so overwhelmed by all the messages and replying to them, reading them, commenting, liking. She's just not used to that. So sometimes with the autism, she can get really overwhelmed with a lot of things. So it's like the same thing with getting a lot of presents, Christmas or her birthday. It's just too overwhelming. So, I got to scale it back to just 2 or 3 things instead of, a room full of things. Sometimes as parents, we get overexcited and we kind of lose our minds and go overboard. So I've learned with Madison that it's best that less is more and she doesn't get overwhelmed. So she was quiet today because she's so overwhelmed with all your love and support. So I appreciate everyone's wishes so much. And it has seriously blessed her so much to be able to feel the love from everybody and, feel so special. Feel so special, to know that so many people out there care about her, that are taking time out of their busy schedules and day to write a message, to send a card, to give a gift, to give her a shout out, send her, say wonderful things about her. And, it really lifts you up, right? It's one of those things that really fill your tank. And that, more people need that, right? We live in a society that it's not a natural thing sometimes for people to do, to lift each other up and compliment and, say nice things. So thank you all for being such a blessing to her. And you know what? I really love and appreciate you all for doing that and loving on my daughter. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And you can join me today at 4:00 for Miracle Monday. I will be back. And until then, I'm going to get Madison ready. I got to pack her lunch for work and help her get ready, but I'm going to be dropping her off work soon. So we just want to come on and say a quick hello and thank you and keep celebrating life. Don't get down. Whatever your story is and whatever you're in the middle of, whether it's good or bad, I remember Jeremiah 29:11 that God has plans for you and they're great plans. So don't get down on yourself. A circumstance, a diagnosis, whatever it is. We all have a different story that we're walking through, right? But just remember to love people that you meet because you never know what they're going through, right? And you don't know how you can encourage them, right? And what a difference a few words can make in someone's day when they're the right words, right? And they're encouraging words and they're words full of love. And like I always say, be Jesus with skin on, right? And never forget, little is much when God is in it. And I will see you at 4:00. Love you all. Thanks for joining.